prop firm robots have successfully passed another challenge, completely automated. This time I utilized 5 EAs out of the 14 available in the app, but that's not all. I've also discovered the optimal testing period for these EAs, which is the key to our success. I will show it to you. So if I look at the ongoing challenges, you will see that one of those really shows great results, especially in the last 30 days. The prop firm robots gained over 15%, which is obviously enough to pass a challenge, but this is because there was a drawdown. If I click on the track record, you will see that I started at the end of February. There was a drawdown, then it went sideways, up and down, and it passed the challenge this morning. I'll show you the account and you will see that the very last trade brought me nearly $4,700. It was with the gold and it was closed on the 1st of April at 20 past 9 a.m. and this trade brought me nearly $4,700, but I traded it with double the lot from what I receive when I select high risk in the app. So when you go to the prop firm robots app and after you set your challenge, you can select what risk you want to trade. You can select between low risk, which risks at about 0.5 per trade, the medium risk is about 1% per trade, and the high risk is 2% per trade. And this is how much I started with, 2% per trade, until the account reached 5%. After the balance reached $105,000, I doubled the lots. Pretty much I scaled the risk to 4% per trade, but this is just because I have the 5% already in my account. So even if there is a drop, I will not lose the challenge. But once I scale it and if I hit on profitable trades, then I would pass quickly, and this is exactly what happened. So you can see that after just a few days the challenge reached $111,794. So for example, the gold I was initially trading with 0.39, but then when I scaled it, I started trading it with 0.66. So on the prop firm robots app, you can see the performance of all of the 14 expert advisors for the last 5 years, the last 1 year, the last 1 month, and this is where I spend a lot of time figuring out which is the best time period. So for quite a long time I was looking at the last 1 month and I wanted to trade the top performers from the last 1 month. It turned out that this is a little bit harder because if you put on a challenge a robot that already made a few profitable trades, you increase the chance that there will be consecutive losing trades, or pretty much you will put it on a challenge after it made the profits. This is why recently I went down to the weekly performance, and in this challenge I was trading the top 5 that performed the best in the last 1 week. So daily with my team we were checking the results in the prop firm robots app, and we were trading on the challenge only the robots that are right here on the top 5 spots. And if you notice, these strategies are not so active. The first 2 had just 1 trade during the last 1 week, the third one had 2 trades, the fourth had 2 trades, and the fifth had 1 trade. But that's alright. When I created the strategy and the expert advisors, I didn't mean to make it active. I prefer to have a few trades per week rather than many daily and pay a lot in spreads and commissions and swaps. So I prefer to have stronger signals, and if I trade the top 5, which I did in this challenge, you will see that for the last 1 week there were actually 7 trades from the 5 expert advisors. And if you decide to use the scaling system just as I did, this increases the chances of passing the challenge faster. However, don't take it as a recommendation. Don't take the high risk from the app as a recommendation. If you are using it for the first time, I would suggest that you go with the low or the medium, and you can even trade these strategies on a demo or a virtual account, so you won't be risking anything. And if you have found another approach to the prop firm robot app, I'll be super happy if you share it down below in the comments as well. I will leave the link to our forum where you can meet fellow traders using the prop firm robot app. You can meet my team, and I am responding there as much as I can. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and before you go, check out this video on my site to learn more about the prop firm robots app. I wish you safe trading, and as always, don't forget that I love you. Cheers.